Welcome to Nature's Glory Cabin Off-Road. We are up to the 9th in the full trail series. This is going to be another easy one. Don't worry, there's going to be some challenging ones coming later. We're going to go out to Hell Creek Road. We've got obviously live trail information and a little added video in the middle of it to show a little bit more of the trail. Hope everybody likes this. And on this installment of Full Trail Rides, we're doing Hell Creek. We're a couple miles off of Highway 11. If you want turn by turn, there's a bunch of other videos out there that have turn by turn. And there's also the Backcountry Byway map that has how to get to these things. We're going to stop here for a moment and get in four-wheel drive and undo the sway bar. And if you need to air down, you should have probably done it on the road behind us. Okay, the entrance of Hell Creek is fairly steep here. You'll want to be in four-wheel drive, and you might want to put it in a lower gear so you just kind of crawl down it smoothly. There's a little bit of wash out there, a little bit on the left, and where the rain has made a little ditch. It's not bad. Hell Creek here is a pretty easy trail as well. It's probably a 1.5. There's a place or two where there's a little hill you have to climb that could be slick. Watch out for washouts on the edge. I think this is the first time I've done this year. I may have done it on another ride. This is also used as a cut through to get over to Old Fincastle. Not everybody that goes to do Old Fincastle goes through here to get there. But what fun is it to stay on the highway? This is a pretty fast trail. I'd be surprised if it takes us 15 minutes to get all the way through it. It connects on the one end, which is close to Highway 11, over to Shoemaker Ridge Road on the other end. Shoemaker Ridge Road runs on out to Highway 11. Pretty much straight shot and not very far. This is very scenic. Got lots of rock shelves and big high rock faces. A little overcast today, so things are a little darker. There's a tree up in the trees that fell over. Eventually it'll be down in the trail. If you've been watching all of my videos, I try to remind you to have equipment, the basics at the very least. Winch, tow strap, chainsaw, a real chainsaw. These little baby chainsaws might be okay for a limb here and there, but trust me, you get back into a situation where you have to cut a real tree out, and you either go through it or turn around. I've been in situations where you couldn't turn around because the way we got there was worse than cutting the tree out. So there's another tree leaning across. Someday we'll be down here in the trail, somebody will have to cut it out. Looks like a few limbs have already been lopped off of it. Little rough spot there. Hell Creek is an actual creek that runs through here. It's got a couple of crossings that we'll go across. I've never seen them very deep. Not to say that they couldn't be, but I've never seen the deepest one maybe over a foot. And I've probably done this, I don't know, dozens of times. Again, a little steep. I want to use a lower gear to make it easier to go down through here without burning your brakes up. That's why we use low range, because low range uses more engine braking. I've got an old 3-speed automatic in this Jeep, so I'm running in second gear. Most of you folks in modern transmissions might use second or third, depending on your gearing. Sure and stay on the trail. You're not going to be able to see this in the camera, but right here to the left looks like another road or something going up there. That'll be private property. You want to stay on the trail. Getting that map, the Back to Byway map, not a bad thing to have. Make sure you're on the trail. It's like $12.95 a year from cart to tracks, and it loads into a free app, Avenza. Avenza's free as long as you don't have more than 3 maps loaded into it. Here's this little crossing in this hill I was talking about that could make this potentially a little bit harder. You know, you might be a little harder for you. You want to be in 4 low and just keep going up it. If you have lesser tires, if you run all terrains and are not very aggressive, you might slip on that a little bit. You don't need any lockers or anything for it. You shouldn't. But if you start spinning hard and everything, you have them, go ahead and turn them on. You shouldn't be spinning if you can help it. That's what damages trails. All the usual. Tread lightly. Pack out what you pack in. Sometimes you'll even see more garbage. We usually have a garbage bag strapped on the back tire, and we'll pick up other garbage when we stop. Hard to kind of see this time of year because the weeds hide it, but in the fall after the frost, they show up. If you're in a group, make sure you can see the vehicle in front of you and behind you. Use the radio if you lose track of somebody. Hopefully the person in front of you sees you slow down, and they'll slow down too. Use the radio, honk the horn, do whatever you need to do to get somebody's attention until everybody catches up. Some people sightsee more than others on these easy trails, and sometimes they'll stop and you didn't know it. Communication's the key. Or should I say one of the keys. This will be the last creek crossing. This is Hill Creek. This one, they say, can potentially be high, but I believe the only time that it would be high would be in a flash flood situation, and quite frankly, it probably shouldn't be back here anyway if there's a flash flood situation going on. So that's what to think about. It's only probably 8 inches deep at its deepest spot right there now. We pulled off to the side for a moment there while we put video equipment up, but to the left here is MFRP. Somebody asked, that's a rock climbing area. It is not part of the Hill Creek Trail. Now, people that use that MFRP climbing area, they come in Hill Creek on this upper end up here where we're going to exit at. There's a sign up here that has a MFRP and an arrow. It stands for Miller's Fork Recreational Preserve. Now we're climbing back out. We went all the way to the bottom, started out on the hill on the other end, went all the way to the bottom and hit the creek. Now we're climbing back out. Again, they kind of take good care of this on this end because of the climbers. A lot of those folks drive everyday cars, so they bring them down here. I don't think I would, but I've seen Camrys and Priuses down here before, trying to come down this hill. So I don't think I would do it, but there you go. Coming up on a pretty big rock face. You can see it on the camera there pretty good. There's another one I must have missed, a bigger one. I must not have been paying attention to it. I think you see it better from the other direction. So as you can see, this is a little bit steeper here, but it's smooth. At the moment, got a little bit of a washout right in the middle from rain, but it's not any problem whatsoever. might spin and throw some gravel. Any four-wheel drive that's been running 4 low like we've been talking about, you should get right out of there no problem at all. Even on smaller tires. Hasn't been anything a stock vehicle could negotiate through here. Stock off-road vehicle. You take anything else, you're on your own. They tell me somewhere back in here's a waterfall. I've never been able to find it. The group I was with, I think the tail was about 10 cars back, and they said something about it. By that time, I was already past it because I was in the front leading the group. Anybody knows where it's at, drop a pin. Give me a coordinate, see if I can find it. I think it's off the trail. You're not going to find it without walking off the trail, I believe. About as fast as I ever run, about 12 miles an hour or so. That way if I run up on a mud puddle, I can take it easy through it and make sure I don't jar myself too hard. Earlier I mentioned radio. I guess I need to be more specific. GMRS is the radio of choice these days. I know it used to be CB radios. I haven't seen but a couple of people that have CBs anymore. Nobody uses them. So GMRS is what everybody uses. There's several of them out there. Different companies have them. If you're interested in what we use, you can message us and I'll post it back to you. I'll try to remember to put some of this stuff in the description. We have a Amazon Associates page on naturesglorycabin.com that has almost everything we use on it. Stuff for camping, stuff for the JL, stuff for the TJ, a lot of miscellaneous stuff. So you can also go out there and find those things. naturesglorycabin.com, don't put www in front of it. There's a little bit of a wash out here. We'll take it easy across it. Straddle the big part of it and climb the hill. I believe we're just about out. I think the top of the hill up here is the exit on Shoemaker Ridge Road. Where you pop out here, looks like a three-pronged. There's a house or cabin or something off to the left, and Shoemaker Ridge Road continues on to the right, and Shoemaker Ridge Road turns into gravel at the top of the hill. So we're going to take Shoemaker Ridge Road straight out and go back to Highway 11. Hope everybody's enjoyed this. Don't forget to take it out of four-wheel drive and put your sway bar back together and air up your tires when you get a chance. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.